Audio check. Hello everyone. I will be starting in approximately 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to turn down the music for when I'm talking. That's probably a slightly better balance, and I'll be back in a moment. Hello, happy Friday, and welcome to a live episode of, what's the name of this thing again? The Coding Train. Is it okay if I change the name of the channel at some point in the future? I probably won't, but I'm just wondering. Oh, remember when I used to call it Coding something that I won't say right now, I suppose? Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you saying hello in the chat. Hello to everyone around the world who I know watches the Coding Train. I know there are quite a few viewers in India, and I hope everyone there is staying safe and healthy. I'm really thinking of everybody around the world who is struggling through so many different kinds of challenges right now, whether it be the global pandemic or otherwise. So I hope that this stream, wherever you are, whatever time it is that you're watching, can bring you something positive today, whether it's watching me just struggle through 2 hours of trying to use a computer, or maybe you might learn something or find a little humor or laughter or a friendly face. That's what I hope my face is as I try to clean my glasses. But let's get started. First up, I would like to thank today's sponsor of the live stream. That is my friends over at Brilliant. I like to make video tutorials to teach interesting concepts in math and science and graphics and computers and all sorts of related things. But if you would like to also learn those things through interactive lessons, through puzzling it out yourself, through a community of people also learning, you can sign up and do that for free at brilliant.org/codingtrain. There are also a whole set of courses that you can unlock as a premium member of Brilliant. And if you sign up through that link, the first 200 people to do so will receive 20% off. So I'll come back a little later in the stream and look more at Brilliant's website. But I wanted to just start off by thanking Brilliant. Now, I don't have a plan for today. I am looking at the chat. I'm seeing some great suggestions. So here's the thing. We are entering, we being me, you, and whoever else is part of this engine, are entering a new phase in the life of the Coding Train. Because for me, the summer is a very different time of year than the academic school year, because I happen to have this full-time day job that I really should probably be working on right now, which is teaching at New York University. There are two programs there, a graduate program called ITP and an undergraduate program called IMA. Most of the sequence tutorials that are on the channel are tutorials that I create for the courses that I teach there, and then I also spend some time doing these live streams and other stuff here on the channel. But the summer is approaching, which means my day-to-day commitments lighten up quite a bit. Now, I do, like any of you I would expect, also would like to enjoy the summer, the beautiful weather. I see the sun shining outside. There's a cool breeze. There's the blooming plants are out. I like to spend some time in my little garden here in Brooklyn. I like to go for a jog every once in a while. So I have some children. We're got a Little League game tonight. Go Riptides. So while there might be some times over the summer where I will take a break from this thing that I do here, I also would like to just invest really in the Coding Train community, in making more videos. And I really think what I need to get back to is the coding challenges. It is probably the most watched, the most requested, the most, if anything is beloved in any way, shape, or form, it certainly is the most enjoyed content that I produce. So, but interestingly enough, so today is a little bit of me trying to press the reset button a little bit. I have no plan, get organized. I have a lot of lingering just projects that are just, just twisting in the wind, I think is maybe the expression. One of which is the live poll software web application that I would like to revisit. And I'm looking at the chat and seeing all of your lovely messages. Thank you, Kay Weekman, for compiling some of the suggestions and bringing them into the member Discord. Let's see here, though. But I do want to talk about something. One thing here, live bug report on the Coding Train website. This is not the latest video. So the Coding Train website, by the way, which is going to have a relaunch. That's a whole other topic to talk about, which I will not for today, for the future. Stay tuned. I owe some people some emails back. If any of you that I owe an email to about the relaunch of the website are watching, I know, I owe you that email. It's after May 1st. We were supposed to get started soon. So the website is supposed to, one of the things that I really struggle with is that I greatly benefit and appreciate YouTube as a platform. I don't think I'd be able to do what I'm doing right now without YouTube or something in that vein. There are many issues and criticisms that I have about YouTube as a platform, Google perhaps as a company. I'm still, you can see here, I'm using the Chrome browser. I'm not perfect here. I have not been able to extricate myself from just everything I use being Google products. But all that said, one of the things that I really struggle with YouTube, and just to pull up the channel here for a second, is it's not a great place to organize a lot of sequenced tutorial content. So the website's goal is to do that. So if you're new here, by the way, I just want to highlight this. This is where you should begin. If you want to learn code for the first time, if you think that the P5.js JavaScript library could be the right framework and platform for you, the coding trained videos appeal to your sensibility, you're not severely irritated by me, which, some percentage of the audience is. I see you in the comments being severely irritated by my gestures and tangents and all of that. I get it. Other people like it. Some people don't. It's the way the world works. This is where you would want to start. But live bug report here. I don't know if we can fix this in real time. If any of the managers of the website, managers of the website are watching. This should actually show the most recent video, which is this: machine learning and the computer mouse. So one of the things I want to mention about this video, and I'm not going to play it for you, let me know in the chat if you have not seen this video already. I'm kind of curious how many people tune into the live streams, found their way, but don't necessarily watch some of the produced content that appears. But this video is completely different than anything I ever made before. I can just sort of scan through it. You can see that it is more produced with some animations, and I actually am reading from a script and various topics. It was actually created for a conference called the Computer Mouse Conference. So one thing I am curious, I wouldn't mind if I can get my live poll thing going, to throw up a poll. Throw up a poll sounded a little bit odd. To post a friendly poll for you to select your choice. If you appreciate it and like this style and would like to see me make more videos like this, or should I get back more to my roots, which is ultimately kind of what I'm doing right now, but just I press the button record, I type out the code, I make the mistakes, and then eventually I press stop, and then you watch it later at some point. Anyway, I'm kind of curious about that. I'm reading the chat here. Differential growth is a great suggestion. Hari says I haven't seen it yet. Corey says I've been watching Coding Challenge, but I haven't seen the most recent video. And Luis says, for me, it's the opposite. I barely catch a stream. Yeah, that's certainly, I would say, more typical. Null Pointer says, I prefer the organic nature of your videos to that scripted one, but I still enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. So I think my kind of point of view about this at present is I really loved making this. It was a tremendous amount of work and expense, frankly. And so I would like to continue doing things like that, but that's more of a at a maximum, that's like a once a month kind of project. And I would like to keep going with the, it's not that I want to do a quantity over quality, but I think that I have a system for making what I hope is high quality, low production value, light editing videos. So yes, and Kobe is saying that the Mouse Conference got a separate tab under More, and so the homepage of the website has some code involved where I think it only pulls videos that are from the Coding Challenge, the Coding Cabana. So that would be something we would have to fix, but it's right here, and you can see. Actually, I need to embed the video on this page, but all of the code. But one of the things that I really wanted to show you, and let me just switch just to. I'm going to take myself out of the picture here. I'm going to open up this. Oh, now I've lost it. I thought it was this, but No, this is the actual video, but not the final one. Where did I put this on my mess of a desktop here? Yes, this is what I'm looking for. No. So what I wanted to just quickly, I'm just going to quickly play this for you, then I might talk through some of it. This is a quick behind the scenes little 30-second video that Mathieu, who does all the editing for the Coding Train, helped put together to show how we created the effect of the desktop kind of living in the garden with me walking behind it and back in front of it. Although it doesn't actually show that walking behind it thing, but you'll get the idea here. All right, so let me just play this for you. So I don't know if that was self-explanatory enough, but basically what this is it's not me standing in front of a green screen. I am actually standing outside in this garden space, and you can see the raw footage of the garden looks like this. But this is a particular technology from a company that I refer to quite often. I'm an advisor to this company. It was founded by some alums of the program where I teach called Runway ML. And Runway ML has some AI driven video tools, one of which is called green screen. And so what green screen allows you to do, and it doesn't have to be just for people, most of the demos show people, but it allows you to take a particular video, click various key points. So that's me kind of like clicking, well, I'm not actually doing this, Mathieu was doing this, clicking key points on the body, and you can see the AI then tries to recognize the object. Now, it didn't recognize the music stand, but we also want to key out the music stand. So one of the things that's wonderful about this tool is you can then click on that item and it's going to generate, and then it generates a mask. And that's so we're able to generate a mask, much like a green screen, and not, you can see there's some rough edges, some slight imperfections, but for having this done, in terms of if any of you have ever done any manual rotoscoping, the amount of time it would take to do this at this level of quality even would be a tremendous amount of time. I don't got this Marvel visual effects department budget over here. So once we have that, I screen recorded a lot of visual imagery on as just screen recording the desktop, but left the desktop background a sort of perfect green color. So that could be keyed out as a layer over the garden video. And then after that, you can see here, like we can then take the masked version of me and layer that over. So what's wonderful about this is even though there are some slight imperfections in the key when there's something else behind it, like because it's the actual footage, there's no imperfection here because this is actually just the real footage. It's the garden and me. So I'm seeing a lot of suggestions. Nobody seems to be responding to what I'm talking about in the chat, but hopefully you find this somewhat interesting, and you can check out this tool yourself going to runwayml.com. So I wanted to mention that. I wanted to encourage you to check out the Mouse Conference video. Also, just to be frank here, you should you really shouldn't watch my video. What you should do is go to computermouseconference.net. I want to click on this page here. So it's complicating the computermouse.net archived here. This is the full video of the conference with all the talks. So I would really I can kind of just scan through them. Oh, this is me.
Often just so ridiculous.
Composed of rubber bonded to.
So I really would recommend all of the archive of this conference. The panels were amazing. There's this really cool chat system that you can read back over here. It was just like, it has all this wonderful ASCII art in it. So I really would encourage you to check out Complicating the Computer Mouse Conference. I try to really be selective about participating in conferences because it creates a tremendous amount of stress for me, and it takes up a huge amount of time. And yeah, I'd frankly just like to be making videos and teaching my classes. So, but the Computer Mouse Conference is such a wonderful event. I was so honored to be invited. I also just want to mention that Neto Bomani, an artist, did a live stream on the coding train making a zine. And if you missed that, I'm just gonna, there's no audio here. I'll just play this for you really quickly. I haven't released this anywhere yet, but this is just a quick a time-lapse video of the entire zine making process. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So Netta created basically a page in the zine for every talk. Of course, by coincidence, as if this was planned, we had a technology issue during the time when she was making the page for my talk, so you won't see that appear. But there's a page for every other zine, every other speaker and panelist, I believe, at the conference. I don't know, we'll put this somewhere on social media where you can sort of see this whole process. Is really kind of incredible. Definitely something that I aspire to think about what kinds of creative live streaming can I do that's not just, typing code and software. And this was really amazing. I want to let this full thing play out for a second. I don't have any music to play, so enjoy the silence for a moment. I can't let the silence go. A lot of the things that Netta was printing and cutting out were submissions by people who were watching the live stream. The end is my favorite, and there you go. Look at this beautiful, look at this beautiful, beautiful object that was created over 7 or 8 hours during the course of the conference. That's just all in 1.5 minutes. Okay. What's happening now? I've got to get to something here. I've seen so many wonderful suggestions in the chat. Before I start to look at the putting up a poll and trying to start maybe programming one of those suggestions, I want to do 2 things. I want to revisit my Rainbow Topics repository. There's wonderful suggestions of different things to look at here. What I would actually like to do is go here. I believe what I've been doing is at the beginning of every kind of academic term, like I'm sort of dividing the year up into fall 2020, spring 2021. Now we're up to summer 2021. I would like to look at this markdown file and I'm just going to click edit. I'm going to grab all of the text for it. We'll leave that intact, and I'm going to now make a new file. Whoops. We're going to call it, call it summer 2021.markdown. And I'm just going to paste in what I had there before. So let's start to look and eliminate things that I've already done. Now, one thing that's kind of unfortunate, and this is all on me, is there's a huge backlog of things that I've done that I haven't actually published as videos. So good news for all of you, I suppose. Once I get my act together, and hopefully that's going to happen this month, especially now that the semester is winding down and that conference is over, there's 5 videos for Nature of Code, 3 videos for Intro to Programming with P5, and 1 coding challenge, all of which yet to be released on the channel. So if my math there, it's close to 10 videos that have yet to be released. I'm getting a great suggestion. End body simulation. That's really not something I've done before, but let me look through this. And the summer is not the time for me to focus on the sequenced tutorials. That's really the academic year stuff for me, although it would be nice to make some progress to have them ready. But I believe I did. And anyone on the, I believe I did, and maybe some of the members who have tuned in for some of my recording sessions. Blender 3D. That's also, I really want to learn Blender. My son is like a whiz at Photoshop and video editing. I discovered I was trying to do, and I feel like he would really take to Blender. And so don't worry, Mathieu, you're not going to be out of work yet. He's pretty good at video editing, but I think I still need you. But I did 2.1 to 2.5. So I'm going to take that out. I did all of chapter 3. I can take that out. Chapter 4 I have done. Chapter 5 I have done, but there could be more. These I do need to do. Machine learning, this is very important to me. This is very important. I guess I haven't done this as a video. I never got around to these express stop videos. That's another video. I recorded a pilot of this idea of like a short 1 to 2 minute video explaining a concept. I suppose I should just be on TikTok now doing that. So these all, and I did template literals is what I did. I guess I can do this kind of just to indicate that. Discord bot, I never finished those. So those I should still be there. Coding challenges. Yeah, so this is what should go at the top here. I did update this library, but I never did it in a video. But that's gonna just go away. I really want to start working with vinyl cutting and a plotter. Learn Blender. I did see a comment from someone about learning Unity. It's a little silly for me to say this given a lot of the commercial tools that I do use on a daily basis and also in my videos, but I prefer, if at all possible, to use open source free tools. And Unity, I suppose, is kind of on the borderline there. It's not open source. I don't know to what extent it's free, but Blender feels to me like in the spirit of P5 and processing. Okay. So let's go back up here. Coding challenges. I saw some good ones that I will just like kind of roll out here right now. So I think I'm not going to differentiate what's a coding challenge versus a Cabana video. Fractal Flame is like my number one, the white whale, so to speak, for me right now. People are saying Tower of Hanoi. Tetris is one I've always wanted to do. I could do that this summer sometime. Let's make a list. Ant Colony. I have Langston's Ant already. So if that's what it's called. I'm looking at Image to ASCII. It's a great idea. Image to ASCII. That's a fun one. Lava lamp coding challenges. Sea sound. Yeah, so I guess I could do it as a coding challenge, like basic, like simple Q learning table, like non-deep learning. That feels like that could be a good coding challenge. Slime mold simulation. Sebastian Lag. React to make a GUI for P5 sketches. If that's really wanted by the audience, I kind of want to get back to just here's an interesting algorithm. Here's how it makes a pretty picture. Please go make it prettier, make it interactive, do with it what you will. So I'm a little bit more interested in that right now than some of the more utilitarian content, but I'm not opposed to that. Langdon's Ant. Did I say Langston? P5 glitch library would be interesting to explore for sure. Okay, 2D platformer game, shaders. By the way, there's an incredible live stream by I don't know if she's still watching the Coding Train, but she was. I would see her in the chat here and there. Eliza SJ. I know that Shar Styles has been appearing as a guest, and maybe Eliza SJ has a. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? This shader streaming on Twitch. Fourier transform with deep learning, Mandelbrot set, ray marching, ASCII rotating cube, forward circles. I don't know what that is. 2D platformer. Huh. I mean, 2D platformer. Have I not done anything like that? Falling sand. I like that. Open simplex noise. I have a video where I use it in P5. Flutter. That's another. Not so interested right now. Freya Holmer has a lot of stuff on shaders, grain graphics, and similar stuff. Thank you for that excellent asteroids game. I do have one already. Connect 5. Well, I do want to do Connect 4. Also, I saw that Stand Up Maths had something about Spot It, which is maybe called like Dobble in the UK, but that could be fun to do. I don't 5 Run 1. It's a 3D platformer. Okay, that's interesting. Run 1. Okay. Math equation to graph. Okay, I think I've got a good list here of some things that came up. Let me also just go over to issues, because one of the things that I do, so you can post ideas here with the relaunch of the website. Maybe part of that will be a new tool to take suggestions. But one of the things, Sudoku. Yeah, I really, Sudoku I would love to do. Whether it's just generate puzzles and or solve them. That I would love to do. But one of the things that I do is I will often assign them to myself if I see it as something interesting. So wave function collapse, I remember that as being a thing. Wave function collapse. Slide puzzle, I love that idea. That's autoencoder. It's something I really want to learn how to do. Mathematical marbling. Sure, why not? I don't remember what that was, but that sounds cool. Pi challenge. Okay, marching squares, marching cubes. I did that. DeRom curve. Where I lost where I am. DeRom curve. I should be linking to these, but that's okay. Fibonacci spiral, SpaceX, pi music. These are a lot of pi things. Quad trees, load bytes. These are old things that I think I'm. Fractal flame, though. I really want to do that. Ulam spiral. I don't know why this, I'm ASCII art generator has always been one. Okay, I've got a good list here. I'm just taking a peek at the chat. Chess, 3DL system trees with procedural. I did 2048 already. Do have a whole video series about that. Dobble, that's what it's called. Yeah, spot it. Dobble, yeah. So, okay. All right, so this is good. I'm going to hit save on this. This is a nice kind of set of goals for the summer. I really want my focus to be this kind of content. We'll see how I do. But that's that. All right, what's next? I would like to look at some community contributions because I haven't done that for a while. And I do have my community contributions theme song. Yes, that's right. You, the viewers of the Coding Train, periodically watch the videos and make your own projects based on the content that I make, because I create content. I create the content. The content is created by me. That is what I love to think of myself as, a content creator. That's the worst term ever. Everybody hates it. Can we come up with something else? So is this music too loud? So let's go to... So what am I talking about here? If I go to any one of my recent videos, we can see here things that people have made related to the particular video. And I could click on challenges and just... Oh, let's get a random number. Let's do it this way. Let's get a random number. If only I had some way of getting random numbers, right? If only I had some way of getting random numbers. Between 1 and 161. Allow. Here we go. Now I can't, by the way, I've lost my book. I have no idea where it is. It's somewhere in this house. I don't know where it is, so I don't have it today. I do have the bell. 69. I hate the universe. The universe is the worst. It's like 85. That'll be edited out later. Let's go to Coding Challenge 85. God, the internet. Why internet? What's 85? I used to do so many of these. Here we go. Oh, Game of Life. This is a good one. This is a good one. All right, now. Whoa, we've got a lot of great ones. All right, everybody. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If I counted that correctly, let's give us a random number between 1 and 17. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Greg of Life. Oh, this is kind of awesome. First of all, Greg. Brilliant title. I love that this is called The Greg of Life. That's totally amazing. Everybody should have their own your first name of life or whatever name you so choose. Okay. Whoa. This must be Greg, I assume, with a bunch of different expressions. And then I can do step forward. I actually have not seen this one. This is so brilliant. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, Greg. I could just watch this all day. This is so fun and bizarre. Now, am I right that it's different expressions, or am I imagining that? Let's zoom in on this again. Let's do pause. Like, look here. Yeah, these are definitely different. I don't know how many there are, but these are distinctly different expressions. Great job, Greg. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's look for one more on this page. Number 16 is, well, if I counted correctly, it would be this one. Simple Game of Life by Unoriginal Pun. Click where you want to activate or deactivate cells. C to swap. Oh, one. Oh, cool. Oh, I love that. So this is really cool. There's something in the Game of Life. There are various repeating patterns. So first of all, if you don't know what the Game of Life is, boy, do I have good news for you. I've got a whole video about it. You can take a look at it. It's probably about 45 minutes long. It is a cellular automata system. It's a cellular automaton. And what that means is there is a system of cells. Each cell has a state, in this case, just on or off, white or black. And its new state is based on what its neighbor's state are. So states are. So, there are some well-known patterns, one of which is called a glider. And it looks like through key presses, I can kind of add gliders to this simulation and watch it play out. Great work. I love that. C to swap color. Oh, interesting. Oh, I kind of like it this way. It was kind of a big glare there. So great work. Terrific. Great work. All right, let's go for, I'm giving myself till just 5 more minutes. So let's go back to, what was the maximum coding challenge again? It was like 183. 161. I don't know where I got 183 from. My brain is completely non-functional these days. Let's try this again. Coding challenge number 12. Ooh, that's going to be an oldie. Oh, throwback time. Let's go to coding challenge number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, the Lorenz attractor. All right, let's take a look at this. To the challenge we go. And we've got 3. We've got 3, 2 by Juan Carlos. I'm surprised, by the way, that this coding challenge only has 3 contributions associated with it, because this is quite a, I think, quite ripe for the reinvention, for putting your own twist on it. So I feel a little silly picking a random number between 1 and 3. Let's just look at all 3 of these. So here we have, whoa! Okay, that is cool. So these are particles moving along the path. There is a hole there. So this is just the Lorenz attractor pattern, which presumably, when I made that video, I created this. but I did not do it in such a way with thinking about color and putting particles to move along it. Now, I guess if I uncheck this, now I don't see the particles. This is also a nice 3D scene that I can rotate around. That is really amazing. So pretty. Let's put the particles back. What does compare do? Compare draws the Lorenz attractor, like sort of expands it out as a path. That is really cool. And I could take the particles out. Oh, but there's compare. Are there two going on here? I thought I saw two. No, maybe not. So I don't know what is the rule by which the color changes. Yeah, there are two. So they're slightly different ASCII. So they're slightly different initial conditions. The initial conditions here, there's these three variables. One is 2.00, one is 2.05. So this is kind of the theory of a chaotic system, this so-called butterfly effect. Tiny changes in initial conditions result in large global changes. So I can hit randomize, I see, and then we get, it's just randomize, I try different initial conditions. This is really cool. Preset is what it started as. Butterflies. It just has butterflies, like going along the path. I love that. That is really wild. This is amazing. Open controls, curve, animate, curve, butterflies. Preset. I lost let me just refresh the page. Oh wow, is it like using local storage to remember? That's kind of nuts. And can I change these parameters at all? Guess not. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what to do. Oh, I went to a different page for the butterflies. That's why. It was a different page for the butterflies. Got it. Okay, this is amazing. I could play with this all day. I am super impressed. Thank you to Juan Carlos for this amazing contribution. And I think we just actually saw the third one, which is the Lorenz attractor with butterflies. By the way, just to look at like what is the actual code from the challenge. The code from the challenge is just this. I guess I have the orbit controls or something. This is actually, I think I did this in processing. So this port is thank you to whoever did this port. But you can see that the code to the actual challenge is quite simple. It's much simpler. It's just the basic pattern. Okay, let's look at Alejo Cortinas Lorenz Attractor Resolume Arena plugin. I have no idea what that means. Let's click on it to see. So this is the repository of a Resolume Arena plugin using processing and the Lorenz attractor. I don't know what this plugin is. Does anybody know? So this is, what is this? It's like a media server. Oh, interesting. For like VJ software. Interesting. That's really cool. So maybe this is some way of getting your processing visualization into this other software that you can use to sort of VJ a concert or a party. Pretty interesting. GJK collision detection algorithm is a suggestion that's coming. Oh, Wolfram. So I do want to do a video on the Wolfram Elementary CA. That is VJ software. Thank you to Joss in the chat. More ideas from Stig. Okay, I'm gonna add more ideas later. Let me move on. I have 1 minute left in my community contributions section. This probably needs an update, but let me go over to Discord real quick. We're gonna get one more in. I am going to type in the bot command wheel, and that's going to bring me. The reason why I didn't go to this first is I feel like this hasn't been updated in a while, but this is actually a wheel, and I can spin this wheel. A wheel of contributions that I should get one is called Look Here, and Look Here is also by Jay Ponce. I already looked at one of Jay Ponce's contributions, so in a way I feel like I should pick another one, but I have seen this one. This is really cool. So I have a video about Perlin noise loops. and making these sort of blobby patterns with them. I remember seeing this one now. Okay, let's try to get one more. Let's spin this wheel again. Koch. And I know it's not pronounced Koch, but that's just how I have to say it right now. Anurag. Is Anurag watching? Anurag is a regular viewer of the Coding Train. Let's see. We've got the, and we've got, again, I should probably learn how to use this wonderful .GUI JavaScript library, which allows a lot of just a quick way to create an interface to play with a lot of parameters in a visualization algorithm. Okay, everyone. I can close all these out, and we are going to move on to our next segment, which is where you, the viewer, vote on the thing that I will do in the second half of this live stream to launch the summer of the coding challenge. Oh, this is going smashingly well today. All right, so I'm looking here. I have this project that I began on a live stream many moons ago, and various contributors have. If I go here and look at the history here. Various contributors have added a whole bunch of things and features and visual ideas. And the idea for this is that it is a system by which I can spin up a poll. I can send the link out of the poll to the chat, and then I can watch the results come in live as an overlay on my live stream. So and I haven't looked at this probably in about 6 months. January, February, March, April, May, 5 months, 4 months, 4 or 5 months. So I already have it cloned here onto my desktop. Let me run npm, can I just say npm start? Is that how you do it? So now I've got the poll running. And all right, so what I would like to do now, is create a poll. Okay, but we're going to attempt this. Summer. All right, we're going to do May. What's today's date? 7th. May 7th, 2021, live. All right, so let's pull a few of the options from of something and something that I might begin to explore. So today is this is just a trial run, an experiment, an exploration, if you will. So if I go back to Rainbow topics, and I go to my summer 2021 file, and let's see, what of these? So this I could definitely begin to explore today. Fractal Flame. I could begin to explore the idea of doing Tetris today. I like this image to ASCII. The slime mold simulation I'm interested in. I'm just picking a bunch. I'm getting shaders not today. 2D platformer not today. Falling Sand, Connect 4. Again, can I not have more options? I only get 5 options? Okay, that's a feature I need. Well, Simon's going to be very upset if I don't put generator functions in here. Let's put generator functions. And let's hit create and see what happens here. All right, so now here's my poll. And I'm going to switch over here for a second. And I'm going to see if I can get this as an overlay. So I want to know, what is my local IP? Now, I realize that I have to figure out a way for all of you to vote. I've got a plan. Don't worry. And body simulation would have been a good one for me to to add. All right, so hold on. This is not signed. This is just figuring out the live poll. This is not the final poll. This is just seeing if the poll. This is like a meta poll, a trial run of the poll itself. Okay, so I am going to my system preferences, and I am looking for my IP address. I don't think it matters if anybody sees it, but I'm just looking for my local IP. Okay, now let's see something here. I definitely found a glitch. Alright, we're gonna try something. Keyboard number 2. Some real serious stuff I'm doing here. Oh, it's loud? Okay, thank you. Real serious stuff I'm doing here. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I know what I need to do here. Oh, 196. No wonder. This site can't provide a secure connection. All right. Let's not do it this way. Don't worry, everyone. Things are gonna happen. You're gonna see. Got it. I'm working on something here. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, here we go. I know the music left, but everything's going to be fine. All right. Getting there. Okay. Why is the background not transparent? Toggle overlay mode. But I can't interact with it. I can't interact with this page in OBS. So this has a whole like interface. But all right, we're going to do it this way. Transform, reset transform. No, you silly. Not of the camera. Oh, I messed up. This thing. Uh-oh. Transform, reset transform. There we go. Let's, how's this for live streaming entertainment? We crop this out here. I can't click on that in OBS, so I need a way of, so this, I'm now realizing some features that I need. Okay, so in a moment, I'm going to give you the place to vote. I am going to, somebody can, so it is a poll. So I want to go to the vote link. Okay, hold on, everyone. Wait, where did I post that? Did it get deleted? No, I wanted it there. Did someone delete my message thinking that I didn't want to put it there? I want to put it there because I need it. That's how I go back and forth between the computers. You're all welcome to it in the members channel. Now I lost it. I have to get it again. I don't want to post it in links yet. I'm not ready for that. We're trying this trial run. Okay. Now we're going to get this URL and go to vote. Instead, no. Oh. Okay. Now, what you are seeing here is the page, and this link can now, if anybody wants to put it, I wanted to vote first. I'll vote for Fractal Flame. Got one vote, and if I go back to here, there we go. So at the moment, what should happen is, as soon as I post this link for people to vote, and you're looking for the Discord link, here it is. I'll post it in Discord, and somebody can... so the place, by the way, if you're not in the Coding Train Discord, you should join right now. And I'm going to post here in the links channel, the place where you can vote. Oops, it needs to be not poll, vote. So I'm pretty sure that this is now the URL for you to click on. And if I go back here, the votes should start coming in. If somebody could cross-post this, it was a moderator, into the YouTube chat, that would be great. And we'll see if the internet is friendly to me today, or if people decide to like destroy everything that I worked so hard for. Fractal Flame is really winning out here. I'm ready for the votes to come in. Wrong link. All right, everybody. Whoops. All right, what's going wrong, everybody? Why? Why can you not vote? Okay. So I'm going to go back to me here. This is go to vote. Well, I've already voted. Maybe that's why. It should be that I just change. Let's go to an incognito window. Huh. So what am I missing here, everybody? I was able to vote. Does it only take one vote? Is there some kind of poll? Yeah, why is it redirecting to the poll link? I'm reading the chat here. Coding challenge, fix. Yeah, I'm using ngrok just to host it because I don't feel like deploying it right now. And I don't understand why it's not allowing me to go to the vote. Go to vote. Let's go to this one. Yeah, this one. See how if you go to the vote and the ID, so sing, let's hit yes. And then if I go back to vote, yeah, once I've voted, I can never get there again. Why is that? All right, we're going to have to, I guess, debug this. No, the point of this is this has to work. This has to be a project that gets finished that I can use regularly. I guess I could just work on it and test it outside of live streaming because now it is noon and I have completely failed. But I don't understand why this is happening. And I guess I could look at the code. Let's look at what's going on here. All right. let's see here. Like there should be a vote route. Where is create newest? Oh, I can always go to newest. I forgot about that. Poll ID, vote poll ID. Ah, if I have voted, redirect to this. All right, that's I guess to like keep you only voting once, but it's not working. Yeah, why? Is ngrok is the problem? Interesting. So this protection to keep you from only voting once is an issue because it thinks everyone is the same person because I'm using ngrok. So really I should deploy this. I think I have this deployed to glitch. I just was trying not to use it there. All right. Okay. Let's try this again. Let me go to my glitch account here and just to switch over here for a second to get to a live poll. Okay, so now I'm coming back. So I'm gonna I'm going to kill ngrok. So ngrok is like my favorite thing, which is a way of just like spinning up a open to the public web server from my laptop on whatever port I'm running my Node application. It's so useful for testing, and I just find it to be delightfully wonderful. But I think, yeah, everybody's done it. Yeah. But and I know that things like straw poll exists and all these other services that do exactly this. The point is, I want my own. I want to use my own. So let's go to glitch here, and I am going to. It's not. See if this will wake itself up. Here's a lot of people who contributed to this. This is not. I haven't boosted this one. Maybe I should boost this project so that it wakes up. Because I do have a pro account. Let me check that out here. And I'm going to, what should I unboost? I need to unboost something. I can unboost this and boost this. So the live poll is now being boosted. And, okay, great. Great. Now the question is, I'm just checking something here. Got it. Oh no, wrong website. Okay, hold on. Everyone, hold on. I'm going to do something quite radical, which is live poll. I know you can't see what I'm doing. This makes for really amazing live streaming. All right, so what I'm doing here is I am grabbing this particular GitHub repo, which is the full project. I am going over to, and I just need to make sure the environment, it's not show up. Great. I'm going to go over to the glitch project, which is here. I'm going to go tools, import. The import from GitHub. I'm going to paste this in. So I'm now just like wiping this and bringing in the full project. And I'm going to fix something really quick. So I'm going to go to the README. I'm going to go back to my camera. I'm going to put a little passwordy thingy in it, which is going to be highly secure. And now I'm going to go back to here. Everything's going to work. Everything's going to be great. Now we're going to show in a new window. All right. So now everyone should be able to go to live-poll-coding-train.glitch.me. You won't see anything there yet. This shirt, by the way, is foreshadowing a future live stream that I need to do this month, because I have a special project which is all about artificial intelligence and pineapples. So I got to come back. Why is this not waking up? No. No. Working, says Philippe. All right. Let's look at tools, logs. Okay, it was installing everything. The server is running. Okay, great. So I should be able to, there we go. Now, here we go. We're really gonna get this to go. Right, now, enter question here. May 7th, 2021, question mark. Yeah, so the sign in is only required for creating the poll. So I am going to be able to create the poll by signing in. You will be able to vote once I've created the poll without signing in. So, and I will quickly do something here. I am now updating the password because it was a default password that is probably very easy for all of you to guess. Can I restart everything? That's fine. Okay, so create a poll. May 7th, 2021. N body. I forgot already. Fractal flame. This is just a test of the poll. It's not the real poll. What did I have in that poll? Connect image to ASCII. Image to ASCII. Auto encoder. No. 2D platform. No. P5 glitch. I'd love to look at P5 glitch actually right now. P5 glitch. What is a generator function in JS? Okay, create this poll. All right, so now this should be the link for voting. Okay, so I am going to pick Fractal Flame. That's my one vote. Now what I need to do, and I think if nobody didn't like, can I just go to like latest? No, what was the route? There's a route that's like, I think it's in the README actually. Create newest. So I'm gonna go to newest. That didn't work. Oh, just like this. Great, awesome. Okay. Oh, I forgot to add Tetris. Sorry, everybody. This is not the real poll. This is a test of the poll. Now I'm going to go to here, and this should always be this particular link. I'm going to have to redo the design because the whole point was for it to be kind of transparent. Paste. Now if I say newest. I knew I was hacked. I knew I was hacked. Oh, you were all so mean to me. Why do you have to be so mean? I changed the password. Does it still not work? Redirects back to once one person votes, only one person. Oh, this is going so well. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, please test your software before you deploy it live on a stream. I don't think anybody's watching this anymore. At least I was hacked, and I do need to eat lunch after this. So this is a good sign. All right, I'm gonna let's go here. Pizza. I have a question. Wait, where's my poll? Hold on. I'm doing something here, people. Create a poll. Hold on, everyone. May 7th. Tetris, N-body, fractal, flame, pizza, generator, function. All right. Poll voting link. Try going to, and I'm going to put this in Discord. Try going here. I put a link in Discord. And now let's see, can I refresh this page? How do I refresh the page? If I just go back and forth. How do I force OBS to refresh? Newest. I'm gonna cry. Same poll redirecting. It's the same as before. But I'm not even getting the poll to come up. I boosted this app. It should be fast. It should be responding fast. I could just get rid of that thing in the code and let everybody vote as many times as possible. Let's do that. So here we are. Let's go to, where is it? Server, web.js. Let us change and not, so this is in the vote. Let's not redirect. So I'm taking that out. So that redirect is now gone, which will allow everybody to vote as many times as you want, which I'm sure what could possibly go wrong there. Okay, so I'm now going to go to vote. This is going remarkably well. Whoa! Oh my God! Help! Help! Stop! Please, everybody! Why? Delete! Why? Why did you? What? Oh! Everybody hacked my thing! Okay, I've got an idea. You're all... I'm gonna pull this car over right now. We're not getting pizza. No pizza. All right, it's time for me to take a break. This was a big failure. I will get a 5-minute break. You all did this to yourself, or one of you did it to everybody else. Yeah, each time you go to newest, there's a new poll because guess what? So I could. It's fine. Only I was supposed to be able to. I did change my password for whatever reason. It's like the local storage. And it is nice that it's very wholesome what everybody is posting there as the polls. But this is, I'm sorry everyone. We will just go and use straw poll or something else, or during the break I'm going to reset the app with a new password and start again. But while you're all here, it's time for me. Thank goodness for having friends in the world who want to support the coding train, because it allows me to take a moment away from the failure that is this live poll project and talk to you about something called Brilliant. Oof. So I said before at the top of this stream that you're here because presumably you're interested in learning. Very little learning has been going on. Would you like some actual learning? Maybe you want to learn something new in STEM, maybe computer science, math and logic. Maybe you just want to learn about how the world works. What is it that you should do? Well, you could watch educational live streams on YouTube, but you can see very little learning going on. So I'm kind of using the sort of prepared remarks about Brilliant, but what I really want to say is that, like, actually for me, the best way, the way that I discover new algorithms and new concepts and learn concepts that I've maybe heard about but didn't have a chance to explore is through interactivity. And so Brilliant is a website and app that's built off this very principle about learning while doing, solving in real time. You can see here that if you're interested in coding, this is Brilliant's course about learning to code with Python. This is actually one of my favorite courses that they have about geometry fundamentals. So you can see here through explanations, through interactive diagrams, you can learn about the Pythagorean theorem. So, and it really, like, Brilliant has something for everybody. So basics of math, science, computer science. There's even topics on cryptocurrency and neural networks. So if you would like to join me and a community of 8 million learners and educators today, just go and you can sign up for free at brilliant.org/codingtrain. And if you would like to unlock the premium subscription, you will get 20% off, or at least the first 200 people to do so by using that link. So I actually want to go and take a look at that Geometry Fundamentals course, because it's one of the ones that they sent me to take a look at. So let me pull away the banner. Let me not go to my, and let me go to brilliant.org. I'm going to go here to courses. And oh, beautiful geometry. Well, these are courses that I've worked on recently. So you can see what I'm taking. This is one that I would really recommend, this Infinity course. If I'm going to look at fractal flames, lots of related stuff between, but I wanted to look for the Geometry Fundamentals one. If anyone sees it, you can see there's just so many courses. Let's look for Geometry Fundamentals. So let's take a look, and this is not a course that I've started yet. So I'm going to just start it right now. And see what happens. Okay. Geometry is a way of thinking. By looking at the world in shapes and angles, we can combine reason with our knack for spotting. By the way, you can use Brilliant on your own. You don't need to listen to a person like me just read it to you. But so unfolding, sliding, rearranging, and cutting. Let's get started. Look at this beautiful. So just at a minimum, like I love the Brilliant courses, because I see these amazing animations and I think, how would I program those in P5? So let's at least do the first one. Okay, it's tempting to search for a relevant formula and calculate until an answer emerges, but this course will be looking for ways to jump directly. So we're kind of using our intuition. So just using my intuition, in the shape below, I mean, it doesn't say that, but is there more yellow or more white? So I'm going to kind of assume that it's the same, just by like the way the question was phrased. But let's try to like puzzle this out. So I can see very clearly that there's 4 squares of yellow, and I can see that there's 1 square here of white, but this and this makes up a second one. So 2, this plus this plus, I think there are only like 1, 2, 3. There's 4 squares of white, because there's these, if I kind of zoom in so I can like point to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need a bigger field of view for my camera. So let's just say they're equal, hit submit, and I'm correct. And if we look here, and by the way, it's gonna look at this beautiful. So I just want to make nice like animations like this with P5. So this is actually really cool because one of the things for me that is a big that's part of my life is working with my kids who are in 4th and 6th grade on their math homework. I'm like the go-to help with your math homework dad. Actually, like I'm seeing so many relationships between these fundamentals courses on Brilliant and the kind of stuff they're doing in their math homework. So this is actually a lot of fun for me to do with them as well. So I hope you will consider Brilliant. I'm trying to just check here if there's anything else I wanted to say about it. There also is an app that you can use, and I'll just remind you that you can go to brilliant.org/codingtrain. I'm going to take a short few-minute break to see if I can figure out what to do about the live poll situation. And if you have nothing to do during this time, go ahead and sign up. All right. I will be right back in about 5 minutes for the rest of this live stream. I'll be going till about 1 p.m. We'll try to do some actual coding here. Okay, be right back. And we're back. Well, I don't know. Am I doing this live streaming thing right? I think I'm definitely not. I've got a little bit of time. Let's June. June is going to be my month, right? June is busting out all over. It will be. The image to ASCII is really quite taking off here, which I love the idea of exploring that right now. So that's looking at. I can give this maybe a little bit longer here to see what happens. What's interesting is I was kind of imagining this would like live sort based on what has the most votes, but it does not appear to be doing that. All right, I like this exploring image to ASCII kind of. And I'm glad one person got my carousel reference. All right, we're at 100 votes. Image to ASCII with the close to 40%. It sorts on refresh. All right. There we go. Nice little refresh there. Image to ASCII. Oh, things are changing. What is an autoencoder? Great question. So an autoencoder is a particular kind of neural network architecture that receives an input and attempts to produce an output that matches the input. Now, that would be the easiest thing in the world to do if you maintained all of the information throughout the neural network. But an autoencoder takes the inputs and passes them through layers that have fewer units, fewer nodes than the amount of inputs there were. So in a way, it's very similar to a kind of compression algorithm. It's taking information, compressing it into smaller sets of numbers, and then decompressing it back out. And it is kind of the foundational, it's a foundational, in my view, example for how different kinds of generative deep learning-based systems work. So if you want to look at a generative adversarial network, GAN, or other kinds of neural network architectures that are used for synthetic media, I feel like an autoencoder is a great place to start. And look how many people are voting for it now. All right, I think this is pretty good. I think we've seen enough here. And all right, so here's what I hope. Here's what I hope. I'm gonna put this away. Here's what I hope will come out of this. I'm going to work on some ideas for how I might explore making ASCII art essentially out of an image. I've got about a half an hour right now to explore that. What I hope then is that this will be the beginnings of what I would take to an edited, produced video that would kind of walk through building a image to ASCII art generator. So this is just a small exploration to explore. I'm saying the word explore so many times where I'm going with this. All right. I think it makes sense to do this in P5. Oh, I'm exhausted. This live streaming stuff is exhausting. Okay. Oh, I need to rethink my life here. What am I doing? I gotta make this, something about this I'm off my game. June is going to be coming up soon. All right. So how are we gonna do this? First, let's get an image. Something high contrast, something cute. Let's start with a kitten. Let us go to an image that is in Creative Commons license. This looks like it will be good. Let's grab this image. Let's say, let's put this on the desktop as a kitten. Let us now upload, okay, save, upload this file. What? Look at this. Oh no, I'm limited to 200. I've uploaded all I can upload. All right, let me just move over to here for a second and also get rid of this. Let me just check out. I'm sure I can remove from my account very easily. I'm going to my assets here. I'm afraid of what might pop up. Not that I use the P5 web editor for any nefarious business, but there must be like some particularly large files. Can I sort by size? No. But I'm going to start deleting some files here. Oh, weird. What's thumbnail, pixel? Ooh. Yeah, this I can get rid of. This is always a good idea. Just randomly start deleting files. I'll have to do this more methodically later. This I don't need. I'm looking for files that are in megabytes. Zoom annotations, copy. All right, I'm still at 101%. I could just use a different account. What is this? Let's delete this file. Am I under? Hit refresh. Woohoo! I'm at 98%. Everybody, look what I have done. I got myself down to 98%. So I can upload the kitten again. Let's see. Okay. This is going so well. Okay. Okay, now let's upload the kitten. Upload file. Where is that? Downloads maybe. Is this the kitten? No. Desktop. Kitten. Okay. Great. I'm now going to add preload. I would like to see the size of this image. Um, 284/177. It's an interesting size for an image. Okay. Things are looking up. I finally have a kitten. I have some code. How will I turn this into ASCII art? So one thing that I could do is I could sort of have, there's different ways of doing this. And I have a simple approach, which isn't a great one, is that I could just sort of think about the relative brightness of every pixel, and I could draw a corresponding character that that corresponds to the bright that has a kind of brightness to it. So, in other words, let's think about this. Like, what if I loop through every character and evaluate its brightness? I mean, just as a quick demonstration of what I mean. Let's get at least something going here where I am going to let me make a canvas that is 4 times as big. Let me put a background on it. I would like to, and actually this image, I would like to downsample it. I don't want to have to do a lot of manual math in the code right now. So let me downsample this to 100 by 62. And I'm going to just call this kitten 100 and upload this one. Maybe something like this already exists, a table of like ASCII characters to corresponding brightness values, but I will show you what I mean. And then I want to do, let's just do times 10. I really should do it down. You know, what am I doing here? Let's downsample it even more. Let's go to like 48. Oh, I'm doing percent. No, I want pixels. Oh, of course it's 48% because, okay, let's go to 48. Call this kitten 48. And let's upload this one. Upload this file. And let's say 48. And I'm going to have a variable. I'm going to call it the scale. I don't want to use the word scale because that's a P5 function. I could say like dim for dimensions. Let's say 10. So I'm going to create a canvas that is kitten width times some dimension, kitten height times that dimension, which is 10. And now I think I can move this over here, move this over here, and there we go. All right, so this is kind of making sense now. What I would like to do then is say for let I equals 0, I is less than kitten dot, and let me just get these into some variables. Because I don't want to have to type kitten.width over and over again. Width and height. Let's do a nice little nested loop. And just let's draw a rectangle. I'm going to say no fill. And this should be J. And X is I times the dimension. Y is J times the dimension. Then I'm going to draw a rectangle at XY of that size. Stroke 0. So now I should at least see a grid that matches that image. And I need another. Okay, so I've got a grid that matches that image. And this I also think is too small. So I want to do just sort of double the size. There we go. I don't have a tremendous amount of room for both the code and the visual, but that's okay. This will do. So now let's just make sure I can kind of access the brightness of every pixel. So that's a way that I could start. So I would like to say, let's say a kitten load pixels. And honestly, I'm going to make this sort of static right now. I don't need to have an animation, so I'm going to put this all just in setup. Make sure this still works. And then the pixel index is I plus J times the width times 4. This is for, and I wonder actually if it would make sense to just use the p5 get function. But I'm going to do this in the manual way. I'm going to get the red value is then kitten.pixels index. I'm going to need the green value and the blue value. So this is index plus 0. The next one is green. The next one is blue. You might be wondering, like, what are you even doing? Well, what I'm doing here has to do with loading the image and looking at every pixel individually and unpacking each pixel's color. All of those colors are in a giant array that goes RGB alpha, RGB alpha, RGB alpha. The alpha doesn't matter to me right now. There's no transparency. And in theory, if I do this, we should see there's a sort of low resolution blown up version of that kitten. Pretty good. Now, what I would like to look at is the brightness. So the brightness is R plus G plus B divided by 3. And I'm going to say if the brightness is greater than some threshold, and maybe we'll make that threshold right now. I'm going to just say 127 to sort of be halfway. Fill 0. Or maybe let's make it brighter. Otherwise, fill 0. Let's see if we can find a reasonable. You know, I could attach this to a slider now. Oh, I want it to be maybe a higher threshold, but this is how I like to work. There we go. Can you kind of see? Can you see that kitten there? There's that kitten. Oh, it's so cute. So now I want to try something. Let's say text font courier. I want to use a fixed width font. And I'm going to say text 0 x y and then otherwise no text. So what will this do here? Getting somewhere, making some ASCII art here. Okay, I'm seeing some suggestions in the chat. For each pixel, write 3 different ASCII characters depending on RGB values, but using a blend mode. Ooh, I like that idea. So let's try text size dimension. So there's my ASCII art kitten. Fede is saying, this is a very basic list of cars I use, but obviously the font matters from lowest to highest, lower to highest alpha. All right, let's try this. Oh, and yes, Jupa is saying, shouldn't RGB be weighted for a brightness calculation? Yes, so that's definitely an improvement I could make. Darth Kitten does kind of look like Darth Kitten. So hold on, I need these characters. I'm taking these characters and I'm putting them into the Discord. Oh, whoops. A wrong keyboard. Let's try this. Let's try this suggestion from Feda, I believe. And I put that into Discord here. Let me try getting these characters. From lightness to dark, I think. And so now if I go into the code, and I think one thing I should do is crop the kitten. So just to like give myself some more space here. So let me pull up this kitten 48. And let's see if I can crop it at around. Oh, the width the height is 30. So let's do 36 by 30. Oops. So let's call this kitten 36. And probably the potential to do this at slightly higher resolution is there. So this should help me fit everything. There we go. Now I've got a lot more room. See that kitten there? So let me go back and get these characters. So this is interesting. This is from, I forgot that chat message. I assumed, right, I should do background black and the text white. That I could definitely do. This looks to me like it is characters that go from, that I can try using from brightest to darkest, or darkest to brightest if they're white. I wanted to do this with DOM elements ultimately, because I think it would be much more interesting to select it, but that'll be a separate step. Let's try this suggestion of having the background be 0. And I'm going to put on the auto refresh, throw caution to the wind here. And then change this to here to be fill 255. There we go. Now what I would like to do is I want to get an index. So the brightness index is map brightness, which goes from 0 to 255 to go from 0 to, what is this called? Cars.length. I'm going to call this text. And then call this text. And then, so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to, like, whatever the brightness might be, go and pull a character from that array. And I need to floor this, but I'll say the character, the car, the ch is text index, dot car at floor the brightness index. And then now I don't need to worry about the threshold. Do we see the kitten there? Now, I do kind of like the idea of keeping so this is pretty interesting here. I sort of feel like I probably should have a, wow. So this image is kind of an interesting one to pick where I'm not getting any, like I definitely want to like put in a space. But like I can do a lot of, this is sort of like a way of thresholding it just by adding more spaces. So that's kind of interesting. So this is pretty good, actually. It looks more like an owl, I agree. Let's take out one more. Now, you know, I think this list of characters is somewhat questionable. Oh yeah, and maybe these weren't meant to be here. Yeah, I don't think those were really meant to be there. Is it interesting to have, so I think this makes the image harder to read. I mean, obviously a lot has to do with this particular image, but I like this as a kind of arbitrary way of thresholding it. Yeah, all right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, now, I would like this to actually be a DOM elements so that I could select this and copy paste it somewhere. So let's see how I could do that. So the first thing that I want to do is go into the CSS and let's enforce a background color. Actually, let's keep it. I'm going to invert it for the CSS because I feel like most text environments, that's not necessarily true. A terminal. All right, let's keep it. So now what I need to do is create a div. And ultimately, let's change this. So I think it might be helpful for me to see both for a moment. So let me see if I can create a div above the canvas. I don't think, no, it's always going to be, so I need that. How do you set a font color in CSS? Is it this or is it text color? No, text color. I don't know CSS. Color? Ah, there we go. Font size? Oh, font family? Okay. Font size? Okay, let's try that for right now. Okay, and let's just keep it at 16. So now what I would like to do is, let's make, let's call it ASCII div. I don't need all these global variables because I'm not using an animation loop, so this is kind of silly. So let's do this. I think it makes sense to just have this all be one function, because ultimately, so I'm just kind of cleaning this up here. Okay, so now I have this ASCII div. And so what I would like to do is create a big string. I think this makes sense. I mean, I probably should use like the pre-tag or something using a monospace function. Okay. Okay. So let's make a string. I'll call it output is an empty string. And here, output plus equals that character. But after every, oh, I'm going down. Ooh. This has to be the inside loop. Still the same. Output plus every character. And then in the outer loop, output plus equals a line break. Although a line break won't actually show up. And then I want to say ASCII div .html that output. Whoops. Oh. Okay. So this is all of the characters, but I need to use a non-breaking space. And then I think this has to be like this, right? If it's going to end up showing up on an HTML page. Okay, that makes sense. And then I should be saying if character is a space, then is it this, like non-breaking space, like that? Ah. Oh, look at that. Oh, and it made it skinnier. Okay, so now I can do no canvas. Because I kind of don't want the canvas. I can comment it out. And so this is all just canvas stuff. So is threshold is no longer relevant. So is that. So if I'm just commenting the canvas stuff out in case we want to put it back in. And I think it would make more sense for this to be an array, but then I could have the non-breaking space in it. Okay, CSS line height to make it a square. How do I do that? How do I make a CSS line height? Okay, I don't know the line height. Line height. That's better, right? I don't know what it's supposed to be, but let's try 14. Does that look like a kitten to you? And in theory, like I could copy paste this and I'm gonna go to Discord. and paste it into Discord. So this is cool because we could make like a Discord bot that you give it an image and it returns you back the ASCII art. The thing about this though, people who make ASCII art, generally they're like cleverly like contouring the image. So like I could do edge detection and put like slashes around it. So I think there could be like a different way of doing this that might be a bit more effective. But this is kind of good stuff. Now the question is like, what happens when I start using other images, lower resolution images or higher resolution images? But I think I would leave that for all of you to sort of like sort out because it's almost 1 o'clock. Well, so here's the question for you. I used to do stuff like this during my live streams in a more performative way, knowing that I was going to then edit that out and make it into a standalone video. The coding challenge would be like ASCII from image. But now the question is, making this whoa. Hold your horses, everybody. Duplicate. I mean, what is wrong with me? Schiffman. Video. Video equals create capture. Create video capture. I can't remember how this works. Create capture video. Is that how it works? Yep, okay. So now video.size 36 by 24 probably. Okay. Video. Well, I think this makes more sense. Oh, but I'm not in draw anymore. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be cool if I can get this to work. Remove child, no canvas. What did I miss? Oh boy, this is bad. Oh, no canvas should not be here. There we go. Hi! That's pretty wild. And this is, by the way, this is a DOM element. This is not canvas. I should be able to select that. That is pretty cool. The thresholding, use 80 columns. So, does it make sense to just... Oh, that's just... Well, this was fun. This was a good little mini project that you could take with you today. Here is... Oh, wait, I kind of messed this up. Like, what's... Like, I could do this, like, a lot more. Wait. Does this make it confused? Oh, the dimensions is sort of not really doing anything right now because the size of the font. All right, I'm gonna just... I forget that. Am I using dimensions anymore? No. this is no longer relevant. I was just using that for when I had a canvas. So really, like, how big could I get this? Too big. Oh, but the video height, sorry, doesn't make any sense. Just want to see sort of performance-wise. Ooh, what did I do? Oh no, it's just too big. It can't, and it's like wrapping the text. Okay. Too big. I just want to like, what's a kind of reasonable, like if I go now to share and go to full. Okay, I messed up something. Something is off in my math. Oh, this is so, okay. I am a really annoying person who has made quite an error in judgment in the way that I have named my variables. Oh, I don't need this anymore. What is wrong with me? Okay, here we go. Stop. There we go. But that also, I'm not really getting the ASCII effect there. That's still too, let's go 80 by 60, I think. Probably makes more sense. I also want to say video.hide. There we go. And look at me. Decrease the number of spaces, people are saying. Yeah, maybe that makes sense in this one. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm getting much more detail. Look at the pineapples, people. Look at the pineapples. And what's cool about this, I just want to show you, is I'm going to say no loop. Oh, wait, why? Oh, okay. And I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to go to Discord. My message is over 2,000 characters. Well, okay. Let's just get part of it. Still, it's over 2,000 characters? How many characters is this? The top of my head. There we go. There's the top of my head now in Discord. But you get the idea. Can I put this in like a gist? Here I am, folks. Look, that's a pineapple right there. Pretty wild. Right, and I could use marching squares to add an ASCII border with the slashes. That's a super fun idea. Anyway, so this is my question. I'm wrapping up the stream now that it's 1:06, and the question I have is, what should I do? Should I make now should I make a I could do this as a coding challenge. So I could do this as, I've done it already now, but I could kind of like walk through the building of it and kind of, maybe there's some ideas of improvements. Malu Brothers is asking for the code. Oh, Andreas just sends ASCII Playground. Okay, great, thank you. So 2 things here. One is, this is the code for this. I'm gonna put this into the Discord channel. So here, if you wanna grab this code, oh, Anna Sulco. Anna Sulco has joined the passengers of the coding train. Welcome, Anna, right on time. I don't even know if you're watching this right now or that message just happened, but you are here. Make sure you look for the special link to a Google form so that you can get your stickers in the mail. Also, you are in need of your very own random number. Stay tuned. The next live stream, we will be premiering Kobe, Discord manager, Saint Plays on Discord, has rebuilt, along with the help also, I believe, from David, new features to the Choo bot to be able to assign random numbers, generate random walk patterns, and those will be etched onto train whistles. The summer of coding train is coming. Welcome aboard, Anna. Oh, you are there, Anna. So please come and join the Discord, and we'll get in touch for in terms of how to get you your member rewards and all that kind of stuff. And the Discord, by the way, is open to everyone. There are just some member channels for those of you who are able to join and support in that way. I super appreciate it. Now, back to what I was doing was, so this is the code for this particular sketch. Now let me go to, and let me name this, ASCII video example. And then let me also open, I believe I had the one that was just the kitten. And this is the ASCII kitten. Let's just make sure this is the right one. Right, here's the ASCII kitten. Oh, computational mama! First of all, Computational Mama, you might have what is possibly the best YouTube username on the entire internet. Thank you for joining the coding train. What you get is your very own random number. I lost my random number book. What do I do without my random number book? Come and join the Discord. We will get you your random number assigned to you. And I know it's been... Some of you, especially those of you who are at the conductor level, ASCII Fractal Flame is a brilliant idea. Those of you who are at the conductor level have been waiting possibly up to at least 2 years for your custom train whistle. That is next. That is one of the number one priorities to get to the bot. The Discord bot generating the random walk patterns was the first step. Jason Hegland, who makes all the merchandise designs and does all the coding train illustrated characters, has been setting up with a laser etcher in the sort of Port Oregon department. And so all of that is coming. Edge detection and the slashes is a wonderful next step. So what was it that I was supposed to look at that was Stig's suggestion? ASCII, art, Andreas, something like this. I don't know if this is the right, let's look at these two links under creativeapplications.net. O is not a letter, it's a circle. Is this what I'm looking for? Whatever this is, it's going to be amazing. Whoa, what is this even? So that's very loud. Cool. Digital art and ASCII and Jensen. Browser-based live coding playground. Stunning images with text. Okay. I think this is what I'm looking for. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Density. Oh, look, this is another set of characters I could use in reverse order. Just very, very briefly. Let's go to, think of all you could do with just like, you could make a whole game now this way. Let's just try, out of curiosity, this. And now I'm going to change this from txt to, and I want to make sure I give credit to this. Where is this? From there. And so now, instead of getting it from txt, it's from density. Now this is with it. Density. So that's interesting to see. Now this is inverted. So I could actually say density.length down to 0, which would do it the other way around. And then my instinct is to add a bunch of spaces, but just to kind of like, kind of doing what I did before, just to sort of threshold it. So we can see there's, again, the image that you pick, how you choose to have this array of brightness characters is pretty interesting to think about. But here's just like another list of characters. Awesome. So, all right. So edge detection is exactly what I want to do. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for the 2 new members. Did I paste this example into Discord? I did not. So Kitten. I would love if any of you take this and do anything with it, to share it with me. I would like to turn this into an actual coding challenge video. Maybe I can refer to some of these other artworks. I do have to go. It is 1:15. There will be at least one more there will be at least 2 more live streams in May, because one will be, and I can tell you the date of it, the ITP. Let's look. Let's go to itp.nyu.edu/show. I will be doing in the evening of May 18th a live stream of the show itself. It's all an online show, so you shouldn't tune into the live stream. You should actually just go and participate in the show itself. Let me put this link also in Discord if you want to take a look at it. But there will be a live stream. There will also be at least one more of these Friday live streams in May, where I will be continuing to sort of get myself organized for the summer of coding challenges. Differentiate the RGB channel and use color text. That is a great idea. Sarvagya is asking about the holiday pins. So all of the holiday pins were sent out. There were a couple that got returned because of address issues. And I believe that we've been in touch with you if that was the case. But send a message to the moderation team on Discord, or write an email to merch@thecodingtrain.com if you were one of the holiday pin folks and there's an issue and you didn't get it. So I do want to make sure everybody got their holiday pins. A digit clock is a great idea. So many possibilities. Thank you for tuning in. Let me just play this goodbye song here while I have 5% of iPad battery left. And I will answer any questions that I see in the next 2.5 minutes while I close out some of these links. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's any questions. Please make sure that you take a look at the Computer Mouse Conference. All the archives of all the talks, and you could watch, obviously, the video, the Computer Mouse video that I made on the Coding Train channel itself. There's a little trolling going on, asking me to prove the Riemann hypothesis. That won't be happening in the next 2 minutes of this stream. How do you find the algorithm for any coding challenge, says Coding with 3DV. Well, not to be I am reminded now that I should give a quick thank you to the sponsor of today's live stream, but brilliant.org/codingtrain. It's a wonderful interactive website of lessons and education materials that you can sign up for and find a lot of algorithms to explore. But another thing that I would highly recommend is something called the Algorithm Archive, which is a project by James Schloss, or there's a YouTube channel, LeeOS. And actually, this is just a wonderful collection of different kinds of algorithms with written text and explanations. This is just an amazing project. So, and maybe some of these computational geometry algorithms could be quite useful for this ASCII art idea as well. Does ITP have any international student program exchange? So you should contact itp.inquiries, I believe, at nyu.edu. I think the address is on the website. There's lots of programs. There's lots of international students. There's a summer camp that you can actually join that's all online. That's very reasonably priced. So, but yeah, contact the department directly for that. Would you ever consider making a larger collaborative project? Yeah. I consider all wonderful ideas. Thank you for that. Oh, this is signing off now. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time on the Coding Train. I really appreciate all of you. Goodbye. As always, I always forget the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm going to do this dot, this dot. I'm going to do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm going to do this dot, this dot. I'm going to do dot, this dot, this dot. This dot song, this dot, this dot, this dot, never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song, this dot, this dot, this dot, never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot, I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot, I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song, this dot, this dot, this dot, never forget this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot, never forget this dot. I'm gonna do the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song, never forget the this dot. And I'm gonna say once again, here we go, sing it with me. It's the polar Cartesian coordinate song. It's the polar to Cartesian coordinate song. Auto-tune and the internet will fix that for me. Sing it with me. It's the polar to Cartesian coordinate song. 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 Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. What else is there? Yes, kittens. Thank you very much. Kittens and rainbows and cupcakes. Notice that. Look what I get. I'm really losing my mind. Okay, let's do it. Kittens and kittens and kittens and kittens. 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 Kittens and kittens and kittens. Kittens and 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 kittens and kittens.
feel just sort of like a nice feeling of relaxation. Everything's going to be okay today. Dream is not broken. It has not frozen. This is a wonderful thing. Okay, we're going to do it. I'm really getting to something. I need my sound effect. Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. What else is there? Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. That was invalid syntax. I forgot. There was one other thing here that I think is important that I will use continuously over and over again in all sorts of text generation analysis things. That I will use continuously over and over again. First thing I need to do is, yes, kittens. I'm really losing my mind. Okay, we're gonna do it. Kittens and kittens and kittens and kittens. 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 Kittens and kittens and kittens and Das Vidania.
Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. See you soon.